The year was 1945. World War II had ended, bringing in relief and hope to the nation. In Fayetteville, West Virginia, the Sodder family embraced the festive spirit. George Sodder, an Italian immigrant, and his wife, Jennie, had a large family. Their home buzzed with the laughter of their 10 children, 5 boys and 5 girls. The Sodders were a close-knit family, their home filled with love and unity. The children eagerly anticipated Christmas morning. The eldest son, Joe, was away serving in the war. The remaining 9 children prepared for Christmas with excitement. The youngest, Sylvia, was just 2 years old. The scent of pine needles and twinkling lights filled the air with warmth and joy. Little did they know that this Christmas Eve would be unforgettable. A night that would transform their lives into an unending search for answers. As darkness fell on Christmas Eve, 5 of the Sodder children went to bed, their heads filled with dreams of presents and holiday treats. The older children stayed up, enjoying the festive atmosphere. Jennie Sodder tended to her youngest, Sylvia, while George and his sons finished some chores outside. Around midnight, a strange occurrence shattered the serenity of the night. The phone rang, jarring Jennie from sleep. A woman's voice on the other end asked for someone Jennie didn't recognize. The voice, oddly cheerful, seemed unfamiliar. As Jennie strained to hear over a crackling sound in the background, the caller hung up. Uneasy, Jennie checked on the sleeping children. The house seemed quiet, except for a peculiar smell, like burning rubber, that wafted through the air. Jennie dismissed the smell, attributing it to the trucks that often passed on the nearby highway. As she drifted back to sleep, she remained unaware that the house was being consumed by flames. The fire spread rapidly, fueled by the dry wooden structure. George Sodder awoke to the smell of smoke and the screams of his children. He rushed outside to find the house engulfed in a raging inferno. Frantic, George tried desperately to reach his children trapped inside. He climbed a ladder to the 2nd floor, but the flames drove him back. He raced around the house, calling for his children, his voice hoarse with terror. His eldest daughters, Marion and Sylvia, escaped through a window, but the fate of the other 5 children remained a mystery. As dawn broke, the charred remains of the Sodder home stood as a grim testament to the tragedy. Firefighters sifted through the ashes, searching for any sign of the missing children, but to everyone's horror, no remains were found. The official investigation concluded that the fire was accidental, caused by faulty wiring. The children, they presumed, had perished in the fire and their bodies incinerated. But for the Sodders, the lack of evidence was agonizing. They refused to believe that their children were gone. They questioned how a fire could burn so intensely that it left no trace of 5 children. Whispers and rumors began to circulate in Fayetteville. Some townsfolk claimed to have seen the children in a passing car on the night of the fire. Others reported seeing their faces on missing persons posters in distant states. Haunted by the unanswered questions, the Sodders launched their own investigation. They hired private detectives, offered rewards, and even had the site excavated years later. Each lead led to a dead end, deepening the mystery. The Sodders began to suspect foul play. They recalled the strange phone call Jennie received on the night of the fire, and a series of unsettling events that preceded it. A life insurance salesman had threatened George after he refused to buy a policy. Some witnesses claim to have seen the missing children with unfamiliar adults in the days following the fire. These unsettling clues, combined with the lack of physical evidence, fueled the Sodders' belief that their children had been abducted. Years turned into decades, but the Sodders never gave up hope. They erected a billboard with pictures of their missing children, a constant reminder of the tragedy that had befallen their family. They chased every lead, however far-fetched, clinging to the belief that their children were still alive. The case of the missing Sodder children garnered national attention. Newspapers and magazines published articles speculating about their fate. Theories abounded. Were they victims of a tragic accident? Were they kidnapped and sold into a life of secrecy? Or did someone, motivated by vengeance or something more sinister, orchestrate their disappearance? Despite the passage of time, the mystery remained unsolved. The case of the Sodder children stands as a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. It serves as a testament to the enduring power of hope, even in the face of unimaginable loss. The Sodder family's relentless pursuit of answers, their refusal to give up, continues to inspire and haunt us. The mystery of their disappearance serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring strength of the human spirit. It compels us to confront the unknown, to consider that sometimes the truth remains elusive. Could the children still be alive, or did something far more horrific take place? Let us know your thoughts, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Dark Whispers for more stories that leave us questioning what we think we know.